Question. Have you noticed that your holiday habits or things that you normally might have done traditionally might have changed over time as you got older? I noticed that with myself. And that's why I'm going to talk to you about the 10 things that I stopped buying or doing for the holiday season. I have my trusty notebook with me so I don't miss a beat. Hi, I'm Jan. I live in New York City and I truly love, love, love helping everybody keep some more of their own hard earned money. Maybe you'll find some value in this. Maybe you'll relate to it. Maybe some of these things you've stopped doing yourself. But if you have anything extra to add, don't forget to enter that in the comment section below. And if you're brand new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you hear in this video. So give it a chance, give it a listen, then consider subscribing. There you go. All right, so I no longer wait for the holiday shopping season per se to go shopping for gifts. A lot of times people confine themselves because for whatever the habit, they're so used to, well, I must go Christmas shopping or holiday shopping from, let's say, November through the end of December. Who wrote that rule? I don't know. But sales occur all year long. So if I find a deal for someone that I care about, even if it's last January, I'll put it away in a special place so that they can't find it and they won't know about it. And I have the great discipline to say, shh, about that gift. Because if I could get that wonderful gift personalized for that person that I know they're going to love at a great price, I don't have to wait till someone tells me it's November now, let's go shopping. I don't do that. That's the frugal person in me. It's a thought that some people might decide to consider. Christmas cards. There was a time, not anymore. There was a time about 20 years ago, I would actually painstakingly buy individual Christmas cards for friends and family. That could really run up a buck or two. Yes, it's thoughtful. Yes, it's personalized. I get that. And I kind of miss that aspect, but I work around it now and I cut my costs down considerably. No longer do I do that. Even if I wanted to buy an individual card for just $1, as opposed to the $5 and up cards, if you have 25 people, that's $25 just on cards. You could design your own cards. You could recycle cards that you receive. You could get very, very creative. Just buy a box of beautiful cards and write a sweet note in that card. You see where I'm going with this. You will save definitely a bunch of money that way. So I no longer purchase the individual type cards. I celebrate Thanksgiving, not just on Thanksgiving Day, because it all depends. It all depends on where the family is going to be. For example, let's say that some family is going to be out of town on Thanksgiving doing something else. Then we will make arrangements, to have our own Thanksgiving on a separate day. It doesn't always have to be on that day. It could be the weekend prior, okay? And on that separate day, have a smaller gathering, for example. But we don't like to miss a beat. So that way we have multiple Thanksgiving celebrations. Hey, more fun for me. I don't care. I have no problem with that at all whatsoever. You have to be flexible in life. Next. We just don't celebrate Christmas Day on Christmas Day. Now, some people confine it just to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and that's totally fine. Everybody does things differently. But we like to, when I say we, I mean my family and myself, we like to, let's say, spread the wealth, if you will. Let's say from Christmas, the time everybody gets out of work for that week and a half off type thing, from that point on, the sky is the limit, and we'll just call each other up and have an impromptu get together, whether it's in person, whether it's virtual. We will do something. We will always, acknowledge, because some family members live really far away. And at some point, we still reach each other out and we get in touch and we celebrate the day. We just don't limit it to the one day, because in real time and in real life, we can't put everything and do everything cram jammed into, let's say, an 8-hour time period. It's just different these days. It's not like 30 years ago. I'm just saying, everybody's situation is different, and this works for us. Besides, it just makes the season continue on longer, which is fine with me. I personally have no problem with that. How about you? Don't forget to indicate in the comment section below if there are things that you no longer do and you just noticed that things have changed over time. Let me know. I'm curious to know. Now, when it comes to New Year's Eve, now I live in New York City. If I really wanted to, I just hop, skip, and jump up to Times Square and go watch the ball drop in person. It is a painstaking process, and you have to wait there and stay in place, kind of, sort of, for hours and hours and hours on end. I no longer have that kind of stamina. So for me personally, that ship has sailed. I also think it's kind of dangerous traveling back home late. So no, thank you. Not interested in that. I much prefer to watch a ball drop from the convenience of my home, celebrate New Year's Eve together with family, and just do it peacefully at home and not have to worry about that. And and waiting all night to go to bed, to lose sleep and everything. It's really not a comfortable process having to stand there for hours and hours on end. You just don't walk into it. You just don't walk into it. You have to remain in your place, in your order of place, because it's kind of hard if you don't do that. So yeah, okay, do it one time in your life, but then you might realize, gee, maybe Jan was right, So I'm just saying what I personally don't prefer to do. I'm like the rest of people across the country that maybe just rather just put it on TV and have a little, toast to the brand new year. And that's totally fine. Anyway, going back to cranberry sauce, as many of you know, I do love cranberry sauce. I used to make it from scratch a long time ago. It's delicious. It's fine. I love the whole cranberries, but to be honest with you, the canned one is just as good for me. I don't really see humongous difference. I just see me just standing there, spinning and spinning a bunch of sugar and cranberries for a while, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm just as happy with cranberry sauce, the whole ones, the whole berry sauce from the can. Maybe I'm crazy, but I really do like it. I love my cranberry sauce. The only thing I don't do with cranberry sauce, which a lot of people do, I don't put it on a sandwich. A lot of people do. I think I tried it once. It was not my absolute favorite, but to just like cut a little slice of it, like have it on the side with my turkey and traditional Thanksgiving meal, it's really, really good, like offsets everything in a different way. But to each his own. If you love it on a sandwich, I know many people that do. Hey, go for it. It's Thanksgiving time. Why not? Let me see. Now this is kind of like touchy-wetchy. Let's say inevitably someone will ask me, like people that I know, personally and well, Jan, what do you want for Christmas? Now, you so oh no, you don't have to get me anything, whatever. These people that are asking me are sincerely asking me, Jan, what would you like? I'm taking the pressure off of them when I say my answer. Well, because first of all, my answer is a pretty easy answer. I'm totally okay with cash or Amazon gift cards. Totally okay with that. So I admit it. If they are the ones asking me, I'm not going to voluntarily say, oh, by the way, don't forget to get me an Amazon gift card and give me cash. No, that would be rude. But if they're asking me and I know them personally well, and I know that they're sincerely asking me because they can't figure it out, but I think by now they very well know my gift preference. They asked me. So if they ask you, think about this for a minute. Because when you get certain gifts like that, you can choose what you want, as opposed to them going to a store, buying something that's questionable, and then you might have to end up returning it. I never returned a gift in my life. Even if I didn't really care for it or if it didn't fit me, I would never return a gift. I just find that I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So rather than somebody waste their money, I'd rather be upfront and honest. They asked me. I didn't go to them. They asked me. Just saying. All right. Last minute cooking. Like the main dish, like let's say the roast turkey. I have no problem roasting the turkey the day before. It gives that bird a chance to rest. It gives you a chance to cut it up the way you'd like to and have that all done and out of the way. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people like it, extremely fresh out of the oven. Well, you could heat it up, but some people, like to do it that way. Side dishes, however, of course, the bird clock. A side dish, if I could get away with doing that ahead of time, yes. Because it's not fair. Let's think about this. People that maybe you've not seen for quite a while, you don't want to just be huddled and stuck in the kitchen while everybody else is gathering, hanging out in the living room or watching football, and you get to miss out on the conversation. I agree. It's nice to be the hostess with the mostest, but I like to be a participant as well, not just, the kitchen person type thing. No. No, just saying. Let's see. And I don't waste any holiday. Well, I don't like to wait. I don't believe in food waste all year long, as you guys know. And I'm sure you're the same way. But I do not believe in holiday food waste whatsoever. I have been to situations where, like in other places, where I've seen people throw away like a lot of their turkey because they think that they were finished, like, because they took out their favorite part and the rest of it, they're like, okay, bye-bye. I'm like, what? For real? It's like, no. In one situation, I actually went right up to the person. I said, if you're not going to use that, if you're ready to put that in trash, I don't mean to be rude, but wrap it up, give it to me. I'll save you some hassle. Just wrap it up. I'll take it home. And I did that. And I got so many meals from it. I think it's just so wasteful. Have you ever been in a situation where like the host or the hostess is like throwing away 3/4 of the turkey? They don't even want it for leftovers. Yes, there are some people that don't want the leftovers. I'm like, no, I like do-over meals. I like that opportunity, and it's fun. One of the fun things of when you do make a larger bird is that you get to have it 7 different occasions in the next few days, and I'm okay with it. Now, my birthday occurs in early December. So many times Thanksgiving is about a week and a half usually from my birthday. So I love the traditional turkey meal. I definitely will not waste it because what I do inevitably is wrap all of that stuff up and I call it Jan's birthday meal. Why? I love that meal. So all I have to do on my actual birthday is heat it up. I say that's pretty darn smart. Let me see. Oh, okay. I thought I had 10 tips, but it ends up being 9. But I could throw in an extra tip. Not everyone can get a turkey. Not everyone even likes a turkey. Not everyone can roast a turkey. So this tip is really important. Be flexible. Work with your budget. Who are you impressing? Don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses. Don't go into credit card debt just for a fleeting day. And I know it's a lovely day. We love the holiday season. I love it just as much as the next person, maybe even more than some people. The minute that holiday music comes on November 1st, I'm there. I literally wait for it to change on the station to watch it. Ask any family member, they know that. But I'm not going to get me in credit card debt. That's my best tip to you. Do not get into credit card debt over holidays. Okay, so that's one practice I never did that, but I'll never start that. So I'm just not going to do that. By the way, on yesterday's video, and if you haven't seen it, go back to it if you'd like. I do mention an attached video about making a Thanksgiving Day meal, $25 to serve 6 people. Not my idea. This comes from the Frugal Money Saver channel. Go back to yesterday's video. If you look in the description, you will find it. So unless I repost it again today, but just roll it back to yesterday's video and just go over to the description. Even if you don't watch the video, I don't care. Just definitely don't miss that video because, let's face it, times have changed, not necessarily for the better for a lot of people. A lot of prices went up, but the salaries are the same. we have the holidays, we have generous hearts. We don't like to suppress our need to give. We want to give. Don't let hard times stop you from giving, but don't give beyond your means, okay? So you could get creative and be thoughtful. Create something from your heart. I love heartfelt gifts as much as I love my Amazon gift cards. Just saying the truth. I love heartfelt gifts. It could be a poem. It could be a homemade card made from your heart. If you know how to crochet, you could crochet someone a scarf or a hat. Winter's coming. We need those things. Those things are good. Or you could go to the Dollar Tree and you could find some really, really cool stuff at a reasonable price. But please, please, please don't go into credit card debt over the holidays, because January still comes. You don't want to start off the new year with a super duper big bill that you really were not prepared to pay. Here's my personal rule of thumb when it comes to spending. And it's not the most monumental method of thinking. It's just this simple. If I see an item that I cannot pay for it outright, I tell myself this: well, I can't do this now, but maybe one day I can. That way I feel a little better and I still remain in control. I don't like credit card debt. And with the interest rates that exist today, no way, no how would I ever want to fall into that rabbit hole. Again, if I cannot afford it, I'm not going to get it. It's just that simple. At least not now. There you go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And it is my utmost hope that this video and audio went through. So I'm not going to take any chances and play any outro. I'm just going to have to wish everyone goodbye now. Don't forget to show up for if you like it, go to my channel for the Instant Coffee with Jan show. Those are audio shows. They're on every single Monday through Friday at midnight. And that's every time, every week. Optionally, some weeks I have another video called the No Frills video. Those are for the people who haven't that much time. Those videos run with tips and tricks, 5 minutes or less. Definitely more than 1 minute, but less than 5. So you have an option. Idealistically, if you could listen to both, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being there. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye.